You heard it right. No
Whatever.
free interest for a week. Borrow up to $5,000 and keep it for a week. Then all you owe us back is the principal. Stop by one of our over 50 gorgeous locations in Nevada. And our awesome Dollar Loan Center staff will tell you all about it. Apply at don'tbebroke.com. Give us a call or find a Dollar Loan Center near you. And remember, at DLC, your first loan is on us. Restoring my repaying principal amount. Registered with the Utah Department of Financial Institutions. Utah Consumer Code Section 7C and Title 7. Decimal Principal Qualifications. Certain limitations may apply. Loans are subject to approval. From the Utah First Credit Union Studio. For information, visit utahfirst.com. KUUHD2 South Jordan, KYMV Woodruff, Salt Lake City, Ogden, Provo.
Thank you for tuning in to Utah Issues with Broadway Media. This week we talk with Robert Gerke about the death penalties here in Utah.
Oh my God.
And wellness update from Elena Wood with Nightingale College and Dr. Cobble answering your health questions. We begin today with Salt Lake Tribune columnist Robert Gerke.
Who's that journalist?
They got rid of all the music.
Gerke.
They actually have a Sunday morning show at 5 in the morning.
Well, here he is, a member of the, what is it, the Fifth Estate, Robert?
I don't even want to listen to
I
this.
think we got demoted. I think.
But it's important stuff. But see if I can find some good music. It could be a problem.
Orders to leave. About how you can. Breeze.
Nope. I just joined. Nothing. Not at all. Just the end of the show. Looking for some listenable music. Goat Boy made it home, I think. You missed that live. Goat Boy is alive, somewhere nearby, and my God, Goat Boy is, I don't know, on a good day, anybody can deal with him, but on a night like a couple nights ago, I didn't even want to get near him. And he was dressed like Goat Boy too. And I just assume he either lives nearby here with his mom or a girlfriend. And he blames all his problems on them. And the Wendy's nearby here that you can't walk up to and scream at them for food. Oh, and it did rain yesterday. So it's nice and cool here. It's in the 60s in August in the desert. That's always a good thing. And we're listening to Annie Lennox. That's what's happening. That'd be cool to get Annie Lennox on this live on panel, but I'm sure she's busy doing other things. That would be cool to interview interesting and famous people. Not every day, but even once a week, once a month. That would be cool. I like that song too. I don't know about this one, but we'll let it roll. This is a weird song. It's kind of cool. Roll. This is the Aftershow. Yeah. I like this. I like this. Wow. That's cool. God bless. Cheers to Christ Church.
They don't dance and tell.
I don't know why now all of a sudden have people listening. 6 months ago, it was like 2 people. Wow, 22. Hello, 22 people. Might as well. I don't know what to do. Go silver screen. Hey, like and subscribe if you like music and commentary. It's pretty quiet here, pretty cool here. Goat Boy is home, safe somewhere. But if he comes around the corner again, he'll be on this line. Long live Goat Boy.
From Provo to Hooper, Utah's original alternative.
Hooper.
Is
Oh, you guys
86.
would love Hooper. And he said it the right way. I'm not even saying it the right way. They got some funny accents out here. Well, there's a lot of good new music out there, but I sometimes prefer I like some of Billie Eilish. I'd like to hear more of her. There's a few others. I've written them down, but probably better off playing during music. Thank you. Thank you, Metric Sphinx. I hope in the future I have something interesting to keep us all entertained. Just passing the time. On a Sunday morning here, others are preparing for church. I'm preparing to go home. And yesterday was a really good day, I have to say. The temperature was right. Stayed indoors for the storm, and I came out as soon as the sun came out. Had a good late lunch, early dinner. Went live, played some music. Pretty simple. Would I like to rule the world? Probably not. I just got by. That's good enough. I did say something really bad. 35 people here, I probably shouldn't repeat it. But maybe I should clarify what I was saying. I don't know.
X96.
This was a really good station years ago. Probably still pretty good. So we'll let it play out. No, people are listening. Let's do this. Let's do it. I dance in front of the camera for you guys, but I'm not 19 anymore. Or 29. But I used to do crazy stuff. Just like you guys did. Do it anyhow. One of these days I might. One of these days I might. I hope Goat Boy doesn't come around the corner again. Or if so, hopefully it'd be cool to do an interview with Goat Boy. He was wild. He was... And I got him on camera, but I just haven't... I've rarely talked to him face to face because he's always just so crazy. And he leaves me alone, that's good. I had some other dude in a mask show up during one of my lives. That was interesting. And it didn't end well for either of us. So you gotta remember when people say, "Are you filming me? Are you recording me?" I said, well, when I'm going live, don't walk up to my camera, for God's sakes. You know, keep moving. He was all offended, but he came up to me. He started talking to me. And I was just sitting here like this. And he comes right up to my vehicle, starts talking in my face, tries to grab the phone out of my hand, and he flipped, and then I flipped. Pretty much what happened. Not much. Some of these names I can't pronounce. Shinanu Opera. Yeah, it is. Going live, I don't know. I don't know if I recommend it or not. I mean, you should know how to use your phone or your laptop or your computer to instantly be on the internet. But past that, I can't give anybody advice. It's like you're on your own.
Thank you for tuning in to Utah Issues with Broadway Media.
You're in a new frontier.
About the death penalties here in Utah, along with a health and wellness update from Elena
now they're going on this. We just had someone executed here, and I know that's a controversial subject as hell. There's a guy on death row for, I don't know, since the 90s. It's funny how the government can deem someone worthless, but then hold on to them for like 30 years, extending their agony. But I guess the debate, the question would be, let him live the rest of his life in prison, or take him out like they did. I don't know. I wouldn't want to make that decision myself. I think the victims or their families should make that decision. Oh, I gotta change this. I don't even want to hear it. And this one's from the local university. They call this public radio. It's a little more calming than listening to, but I just changed it from. I don't know, that's too deep for me. I just want to relax. I want you guys to have fun. And you're welcome to ask me any question. I just may not answer it. Yeah, public radio. This is public radio. Oh, I'm sorry I can't dance in front of the camera. Over the years, though, been around a bunch of people that we would have all danced right in front of the camera for you. A little more entertainment, a little more content than just listening to sounds and music and opinions. I had a girlfriend that could have done the whole movie of Grease. Sing every song for you, entertain you all. She's not answering my messages. I found her on Facebook just to say hi. That's a long story. She's up in Michigan now, but she would have entertained you guys just like she entertained me for so long. She was a character among characters, and she wanted to be in front of the camera. Me, I just want to learn how to operate the phone here, and maybe be able to drive and do this. That would be an improvement. So I'm learning as I go. She was, oh boy. The next girlfriend after that, well, no, the third one, she was just beautiful, but she wouldn't have said much. The one after the entertainer, she had just been drinking and being bombastic and crazy. But it would have been content for sure. And I have a few girlfriends that were just normal, you know. They just said, turn this shit off and pay attention to me. Not me, but her.
What's that your next week?
And I would have. That's one thing, is when it comes to social media, don't ignore your family, friends that you care about. Don't stare at your phone from the second you wake up to the time you go to sleep. And just be careful what you wish for, because it could come true. Set your goals high, and you can settle for goals that are less than your target. It's better than nothing. Just set them a little higher, and you never know, you could reach those goals easily. Don't let anybody stop you, for God's sakes. Don't let people second guess you or throw you off track. Your real friends and trusted family members are not going to screw you up. It's the trolls, it's the haters that'll say, oh, you can't do that. And if it's something decent, yes, you can. Yes, you can. There's a movie called Something About Mary, and it sort of goes into what I'm talking about. Where they screwed that lady up, that character up, for years, and her boyfriends and everyone else. And it's sort of like how life can get when you're around the wrong people. Don't let people mess with you. Stand your ground. You can do it calmly. You don't have to use violence. You can just smile at them. You don't have to laugh in their face, but you can just smile and walk away. Because when you know what you got to do, and you're good at what you do, don't let people, well, the wrong people, stop you.
The work of nonprofits in our community like Utah Refugee Connection, which fosters connections between refugees and their
It's just like when you have a lot of
and
energy,
organizations to develop
use it.
self-sufficient and fulfilling lives.
There'll be some point
Utah
of your life
Refugee
where you don't
Connection
have that
is
energy
in
anymore.
need of back-to-school
So
kits
use
as
that
well
that
as
raw
home and
energy
laundry kits. More information
you have
at serverefugees.org.
and do all the wonderful things you want to do. And don't spend a lot of time on the stuff you know you shouldn't be delving into.
The station holds open board of trustee and community advisory board meetings. You may view KRCL's
Don't expect other people to create your happiness for you. But those that do, appreciate them. Tell them how much you like them and love them and appreciate their support. As time goes by fairly quickly, even when you don't realize it. I should read the chat. Yeah, something about Mary. It was kind of scary in a way when I saw it. So I read a few things. Yeah, free Palestine for sure. I don't want those people fighting. Sickening what governments are doing out there. Funding both sides, playing both sides. That should be a high crime. And it probably is, but how do we stop it? Other than cutting off the funding, let's send humanitarian aid, for God's sakes. They need fresh water, food, shelter. That's what we should be focusing on. That's it. Don't even send them a nail clipper unless they need to clip their nails. So disgusting how governments treat their citizens and their servants. Disgusting. Don't become one of the expendables. It's crazy how they treat people. Nobody's expendable. No one. I don't care how bad you are. Sometimes just people need someone to listen to them. Oh, there go the police flying down the road on their way to hopefully help someone. It was behind me. You couldn't see it in the camera. But it's up to all of us to actually stand up, say something, do something. Don't be passive. There's no time to be passive. Yeah, well, she's not here to back me up. And yeah, it could be creepy. That's an honest response. I can handle it. Life is creepy. The night is creepy. Shalom, Shenandoah. Thank you. It's just a radio listening channel and a little commentary once in a while. It's no big deal if I don't make any money off of this. But you know, someday I tell YouTube, just get rid of the commercials for God's sakes. I know people that have 12,000 subs that only make $200 or $300. How can you survive on $203 or $300 on YouTube with 12,000, 13,000 subs? Oh yeah, that's where Goat Boy. I'll turn that. Goat Boy came right out of that corner right there. So if he comes out again, I'll cover it. But you know, it's embarrassing. Not for me. I don't want to create content over homeless people or mentally ill people. But you know, if someone's homeless, they want to talk to me, and they want to do an interview, I'm good. I'm okay. I don't want to exploit anybody. This isn't a business. This is just something I do to pass time. You know, trolls don't get it, and I'll get trolls. I've got to learn how to deal with trolls. And everybody that goes live, you're going to have to deal with trolls. I hate to break it to you. Ankle high. Yeah, I've been ankle high. I've been knee deep too. It's not fun. And I don't always read every part of chat because they don't have it large enough, and I'm on a little tiny phone here. Mildly, thank you. I try to stay mild. Yeah, no, I'm not. If I ever made 100,000, my God, and was it a month? I'd have to give a lot of that back, and not to YouTube, for God's sakes. I'd be throwing money out windows at people, I guess. I'd have at least 5 or 6,000 I could just hand out to people. That would be cool. Well, you got to give a little bit to the IRS. So I'll pay the IRS and keep a couple thousand for me, and then blow all the rest and just hand it out to people. Be like, God, what do you call it? Well, Butch Cassidy is one person, but Robin Hood. That would be cool to have so much money they could just give money to people. It's just little pieces of paper with ink on it. It's not like it's real, but it can get you so many things. Can't buy happiness, but it can. It may not buy you time, but it could. And there's some good food out there if you can find it. Nice places to live. Maybe even a vacation. God, what is a vacation? What is a vacation? You might even be able to sway an election. God, can you imagine people who can change an election? And I was thinking about that earlier. The people that don't have money, have nothing, sometimes they could have happier lives than people who have something to protect. Or they know how to get by better than others. So I've seen both sides of it. It's just hard to decide what's real and what isn't. But come on, little pieces of paper, green ink on it, making the difference? I don't know. Because happiness could just be being able to survive. And nobody's stopping you from it. I wonder how many people out there that could have a good life and something or someone or some situation is just stopping them from it. What about the system and how society works? It's all screwed up, as far as I'm concerned. Hey, Mackenzie Francis, I remember you. Thanks for showing up. This is the after show. Yeah, somebody mentioned trafficking too. I didn't really understand that. There's like 4 or 5 different, it's not all sex. There's people that are trafficked for work. It's like slavery. There's drug trafficking. There's a lot of different trafficking. And I'd heard the word years ago, and I was just thinking drugs. I wasn't thinking sex, work. There's a lot of that going on, and I believe it now. I didn't believe it then. I thought all that stuff was long gone. Like slavery? Come on. If there's one person in here listening to me that isn't being treated like a slave, explain to us all how you're not. We all have to pay taxes. That's a form of it. Some of us that work for employers, we have to show up on time. They're taking advantage of your energy and your time. So just make sure you're getting paid what you're worth. Don't settle for anything else. I've had jobs where I wouldn't say they overpaid me, but they paid me what I felt it was worth at the time. And I've had others where I felt like, my God, they're taking advantage of me. And what was I going to show up at a job where the wages I was getting per week or twice a week only put fuel in my tank and got me back to work where I could do the same thing again, like Groundhog's Day. Bob Slingerland. That's what I'll probably change my name to next week. He's long gone. And he was a multi-millionaire, but he took advantage of every single person who worked for him. And he raised a son that did the same thing. So, I hope Bob had a great life taking advantage of people. And I know his little cookie cutter, how he did it, but if I wanted to do that, it'd take me a lifetime. But I wouldn't take advantage of my employees or customers. Why? What's the point? For that little piece of paper? And in this country, it's a Canadian piece of paper. And we're not in Canada. I don't know why we go through Canada for their paper, but we do. And then the ink. They don't make ink in the United States. They get it from China. So little pieces of paper from Canada printed with Chinese ink. And that's all I know. As far as the monetary system goes, the banking system. Everything else is digital. It's imaginary. It's ones and zeros. And it's probably a scam. It's not backed by anything but bullshit. Stuff we hear on the news. And anything can affect it. There's some people that say the dollar is strong. There's other people saying it's, as we print more money, it's becoming more worthless. I understand that latter, but the former, the American dollar is strong. And look what happened. Even Saudi Arabia, they don't pay in American dollars anymore, or whatever it was. We were whatever crazy deal we had with them. But I get what Saudi Arabia says in the Middle East. We didn't protect them. So that was part of the deal. I don't know if they had it in writing or not. But they were expecting a lot more than dollars. And who does Saudi Arabia want to kill now? It's probably you and me. I don't know. And I'd hate to say it. I don't know they want to kill anyone. But they want something from all of us. I can't deliver it. I'm not going to deliver it. And the last thing I'll say about that is the whole world used Saudi Arabia for their resources. But they made them one of the richest countries at the time. I mean, they were rolling in dough, let's put it that way. They were rolling in those pieces of paper with green ink on them. And now maybe it's not working for them. I get it. But there's no reason to start a war over it. Can you imagine if they were orchestrating all of this? Those princes, those sheiks, those whatever. All over money. Over the almighty dollar, gold, whatever. I don't even know what they use out there. Maybe it's just people. Maybe it's just people. Maybe it's just using. That's another thing. Using people is trafficking. Yeah, but you can use leaves, newspaper, whatever. But I get it. I don't want to have to go that far. Use water, soap and water, but it gets a little messy there. I wasn't ready to talk about hygiene, but yeah. I'd say I have some toilet paper or Kleenex in here in an emergency. And you should always put that in your backpack or something. They have these little things that they look like little pills or whatever. It's cellulose or something. You add water to them and then they turn into like a towel. And they're not too bad as far as price. And they're like dehydrated cellulose or I'm saying the word wrong. Celluloid or like wood, paper. And I don't know if they use them in the military or I know they use them in camping. And you just add a little water, moisture, whatever. You could add moisture from your mouth, actually. And it unfolds like a little paper towel. And once it's moist, too, it can be used for whatever you need to use it for. I got it on Amazon. I wish I knew the name of it. I'm thinking about grabbing a small bag of them. But, you can't prepare for everything. And you start preparing for everything, start freaking out like Y2K and all these people say the end of the world's coming and you gotta have that 2-year food supply and you gotta have this, you gotta have a generator. It can become overwhelming. And then how about this? You gotta have a compound, you gotta have a secret I don't know, hiding place. Come on, if the world got that bad, do you really want to live in a underground in a bunker? You could survive there for a while, but eventually you're gonna want to come out, and you're gonna be scared, mad, pissed, whatever. And wouldn't that be weird? You come out and nobody's there. It's you and your creator. Figure out what you want to do. We gotta believe that things will continue. But if it's gonna continue this way and we're not happy, there's a time for change. There's a time to do something. There's time to say something. And for me, it's not a big deal. For some of you that are young, just starting out in life, my God. But I guess I know how you feel. Because there was a time when I was vital and young and nobody cared. They're all just watching the Super Bowl. They're all just interested in, what's the other one? Baseball and their soccer games. And they did nothing. They did nothing in their spare time. In fact, they didn't find any spare time. And now that we got what we've got now, we're all paying the price. So we did, because some of us, maybe not you listening, did nothing. And some of them have great stories why they did nothing, how they were too busy, didn't have the time. It's not about writing letters to your senator or your congressman. It's not about emailing them. It's more like showing up at their work. Not doing anything violent, just show up at their work. Sit in the gallery. Sit in the lobby. Sit in the gallery. Sit in the lobby. Stand in the lobby. Park in the parking lot. Show up. Say something. When it comes time that the public can speak, they should have so many people that it goes past midnight into the next day. I don't think they can kick us all out. They could try. Show up wherever it is, not at their little rallies. That's ridiculous. Show up where they work to discuss in an adult manner, politely, what all these issues are. And I don't think they could handle it. They'd be overwhelmed. Maybe they'd quit. That could be a good thing too. I think in the future it's going to be all AI. Government's going to be, some of the government decisions is going to be AI. Hell, why don't we have an AI president or representatives? They could answer questions probably better than actual humans could. May not be the right answers, but you can fool some of the people some of the time. Maybe not all the people all the time, but AI will come close. And we gotta be careful with AI. AI could take over the world and decide to destroy all of us. That'd be interesting. I don't think it'll go that far, but what are the plans with AI? What are the plans with the algorithm? Why does the algorithm even decide that my channel's all of a sudden important for a moment in time? Will it continue tomorrow? I don't know. They're not going to be having ads on my channel or generating any revenue, so I don't get it. Aim yum yum. Aim yum yum. Yeah. And we are living longer. I don't know about me, but there's a potential there. And there's probably money in it too, for somebody to keep us living longer. There's also money into removing us and selling our homes and our things and stuff. But it's all about, that stuff. Maybe in a futuristic society, we shouldn't have to have a money at all. But we should be able to work the land and work our way up from wherever we are. So I don't know. I haven't thought deeply into that. Because without money, how do we get from birth to where we are now? And we need nurturing from people, family, but how do we feed ourselves? How do we clothe and shelter? How do we even drink clean water, pure water, good food without protecting it? How do we drink clean water if it's all polluted? It's all been ruined. We don't want to blame the people before us. We can ask the people now who make these decisions, how are we going to keep the air and the water and everything clean? It's not by another law. It's by stopping the polluters. The government's done their part to pollute, say, the Columbia River. What about the Hanford Project? What about Fukushima? Does TEPCO really need to create electricity for all of Japan? Can't Japan rely on something clean? How about solar? I'd rather swim in a polluted ocean with solar panels than radioactive material. I can deal with a solar panel. Can't deal. How much radiation, radioactive material is acceptable in our lives? And anybody says, oh, point whatever, it's zero. The answer is zero. Unless it's naturally occurring, any nuclear waste introduced into our food system is unacceptable. You can blame it on government, you can blame it on corporations, or whoever, but it still remains the same. Zero. Whether you're young or old, how many nuclear particles can you accept in your lungs, in your liver, in your mouth, in your stomach, and expect to thrive? It's zero. I mean, it's things like that the government should be looking out after us for, and not contributing to it like they have. That's just my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, cockroaches will probably outlive us in any circumstance, any day of the week. Dream on. Well, we'll see. And yeah, stick to your dreams. Because without your dreams, what else do you have? something to strive for. I'm not going to be able to change anything in this lifetime. I'm about ready to retire. And I'll talk from my compound or my eagle's nest somewhere if I get to that point. And I'm not going to tell everybody you're doomed, for God's sake. You're not doomed. You just can't expect someone else to tell you what to do or govern you. And you need to communicate that with the people that are trying to tell you you can't do what you're doing. Especially if it's something good. Look at what's happened to all the mom and pop and the small family-owned businesses. They're almost all gone in this country. I don't know in your country or where you're from. But they're almost all gone. Corporation is going to tell you what to do. Corporation can tell you whether they're going to do business with you or not. And I don't know what the end result of that's going to be. But it'll be a social system just like China, where if you don't do the right thing, you can't even get on the airplane. So that corporation will say, we don't want your business. We don't like what you say on social media. We don't agree with you. Thankfully, I'm not 22 anymore, so I'm not going to have to worry about it. But it'll still be on my mind even long after I'm gone. Like, what impact did I make on this world? Did I make it a better place? Or did I make it worse? I know for one thing I tried. And I'm not going to say what I tried. You guys can figure it out. It's pretty simple. Well, let's hope Goat Boy comes by. He's actually content. Sorry about the beeping. Goat Boy can explain how his mom or his sister or his girlfriend or whoever it was ruined his whole life. I don't know. An interview with him would be kind of interesting, but it'd be temporary, and after that, it's over. So I don't know what make people tick. I don't know how to entertain people for hours endlessly, day after day. There's a trick to it. Some people are better at it than others. This isn't the Johnny Carson show. Somebody probably go, who the hell is Johnny Carson? There's somebody who's gone, long gone. Johnny Carson. Conan O'Brien, he was really good years ago. Now I don't know. I'm not saying he's lost it. He's a very talented man. But he's kind of in the past now. And it's not me. I'm too old. It's not PewDiePie. Who else? Penguin Zero. He'll only capture your attention for a certain amount of time. And look at him. It was funny watching him do the fireworks this year. And then lighting them and then running away from him like a little girl. Whatever, but he captures people's attention. Somehow, some way. Don't know how. And it's nice, even if it's only today. I captured a few people's attention. I'm not reading all the chat. which I should. But come on, big channels, which mine isn't. They don't have time to read the chat, and I'll look at it, but I can't read it all. It's like whatever. I need binocular vision. So if I ever get monetized, I'm gonna ask for binocular vision and to get rid of all the commercials. But that's what they want. Ad revenue. This is Google, ABC, or whatever you call it. YouTube. They own YouTube, and all they're concerned about, at least last, quarter, was ad revenue, and they were down. I don't want to create ad revenue. I'm sure, like, somebody would say, "Oh my God, what are you talking about? It's all about ad revenue." Jimmy Kimmel, what? Jimmy Fallon. It's all about the ad revenue. It's not about Sarah Silverman. He dumped her a long time ago. Practically turned Sarah Silverman into a monster. People aren't throwaway. But you can throw me away, that's fine. I'll deal with it. I would have been devastated at 13. I was thrown away by social media, 12 years old. Next year I was playing football. The year after that I decided skateboarding was a lot more safer than football. Then after that I got tired of the rat race and moved out to the middle of nowhere. And then after that I came back. And then I left again, and I came back. It's a simple story. All these people, where are you at? What's going on? I don't know. I know where I'm at, but do I have to tell everyone? All these people want to see me. I can see you privately, but publicly, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back to Beverly Hills. Not that I'm from there. Tell some weird dude, like, people want to see me. Can you fix things? Can you make me beautiful again? Can you make me wonderful? Can you make my lips look like a duck? How about the turkey neck? Can it be lifted, or does it have to be removed? Yeah, the chest. It says chessboard. How about the chess? I don't play chess. I play checkers. But yeah, we're talking about chessboard. Strategery stuff. Hopefully I won't choke on a potato chip like someone did not too long ago. They revived us. I'm gonna go home soon, but it's really hard to leave these lives when 41 people are listening. My God, 41 bored people are listening. So like and subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Tease the algorithm and allegory, Al Jazeera, the internet, the lockbox he promised us. How about he told us that the world was going to end 10 years ago? He's living in Tennessee, running 5 air conditioners. I don't know if he's married. But now it sounds like bullshit what he was telling us. It was one of the third scariest movies I ever saw in my life. It was about global warming. Climate change, I agree. It's happened forever. Global warming? I don't know. Maybe. But it could be global cooling. And what about Greta? She has something to say. Flying here with her Lear jet and her limousines and her really small carbon footprint. I did love what she said to the world, to those politicians. And it was just cool seeing someone under 18 at the time tell adults something really important. I think she does have a message to say. I just wish things were different. There needs to be more Gretas and more kids and more people that stand up like she did, even if she was paid to do it, even if she was an actress. That would freak the cartel, meaning the politicians, out. Keep pressing them. What's weird about that, though, is the honest politicians, if there ever was one, they leave. And the corrupt people, they just stay and they don't listen. Because you know what? The money you keep sending them is now their money. Once it leaves your pocket, it's theirs. And they can do anything they want. They could ruin your life with your own money. Screw up your friends, your neighbors, your neighborhood, your state, your country, your province. So how do we stop sending them our livelihood, our blood, and whatever? They talk about I don't even want to get into religion, but they talk about the devil in the Bible. What if the devil was government? It wasn't just your evil neighbor down the street. It wasn't your family member that you don't like. That it was something else. And they were warning us. What did Eisenhower warn us about? The military-industrial complex? Oh, what was that? Everybody forgets that. What were the Madison Papers about? What is the Declaration of Independence about? Who are we, the people? Are we all sovereign citizens, or are we being ruled by sovereigns? Is the District of Columbia even a state in North America? Or is it a district? Who did Chelsea Clinton marry? And who is he related to? Can someone actually unalive themselves and have 2 bullets or 2 holes in the back of their head? What is science? Who is Dr. Fauci? Was the virus weaponized, or was just a casual release and a mistake? Are vaccines real? Are birds real? Are you and I real? Is YouTube real? Is this a psyop? And we've been all MK Ultra. What is MK Ultra? Who is the CIA? Does the FBI have a file on you and me? Or is it just an imagination? What's for dinner? Is your food supply uncorrupted? How's the air you breathe? What about water? How long can you survive without water? Or love? Or happiness? Did your parents ever lie to you? Was it okay to lie to them? What is the solution? Do we have solutions? Is there a need for government or governance? Yeah, supercomputing, AI. You never know. It's gone from that to this. Is there hope? Yes. Are we all screwed? Probably not. If we do nothing, nothing will happen. And things could get worse. But really, what can we do? And I'll leave that question to you guys. I'm not going to answer it. What can we do? Just continue acting like nothing's wrong? I think I'll answer part of the problem. It's starting with where you are, where you live, making sure neighbors are okay, your town's okay, there's a province, a state, or whatever. It starts with you and working together with other people like you who want to have a better life, want things just to improve, and let it spread out from there. It doesn't come from government down to us. It comes from us, and it spreads out. Whether it's love, life, good things, positivity, you can create it every day. It means forgiving people that make mistakes. Sometimes it may mean saying you're sorry. And you should mean it. Don't say you're sorry if you don't mean it. Just do it. Spread love, spread positivity, spread it throughout the universe. There could be more worlds than just this earth. Spread it out. Open your heart to the people that deserve it. Even some of those people that you might not want to be nice to, be nice. They may not get it, but leave them in peace. Leave them in peace. And then go back to whatever you're doing and don't dwell on it, for God's sake. Just set an example for others. Easily said than done. Easily said than done. But looking back, when you get to the point in your final chapter, I don't think you'll find it was a waste of time. It starts in your own heart. Without dreams, you have nothing. Same thing with those pieces of paper. Same with the pieces of paper. You don't have them, you have nothing. You don't have a roof over your head, or even a roof. You don't have shelter. And all your clothes have holes in it. Yeah, you can get by. I had a sock that my feet stuck at not too long ago. I bought new socks when I finally could afford to. It was after the pandemic. I finally got a haircut too. I'd wear a freaking mask. So who is that Dr. Fauci? He got off the hook. Lucky guy. Multi-millionaire. Pandemic would have gone on any longer. Fauci would have been a billionaire. I don't know how. He loved the attention. He said he felt like Brad Pitt. God, where do they find these people? Yeah, I saw that guy go by here. He's probably resting before work. And what's he going to work for? For those little pieces of paper with green ink. So he can afford the truck, so he can support his family. Great system we got here. Who lives off the land now? And if you live off the land, are you on public land or private land? Do you own your land? Or do you just, I don't know. Love to know the secret how to survive, whether it's public, private. And not you guys listen, but you sell drugs? That's how you make your money? And is marijuana a drug? Or is it a grass? Is it a herb? Yeah, they almost had us convinced our economy could be revived selling marijuana. Well, now California has so much marijuana, they don't know what to do with it. Throwing it in the sea. Not everybody wants to smoke weed. And Big Pharma, what's that all about? Pfizer, AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson, I'll give them a break. At least they got a escape plan. I see the chat going by, I'm just not reading it all. I'm tired. I've been online a while. And you guys are dropping off, which is good. So I gotta go. It's just my opinion. Standing behind it as much as I can. This channel's for just entertainment and thought.
KRCL 90.9 FM in Salt Lake City. On the web at krcl.org.
And it's possible I could be wrong. But for you, those of you who showed up and listened, I hope you got something out of it. Some motivation. I can't say today or yesterday I was in that great of a mood, but I wasn't in a bad mood. Had some good food. Temperature's great, good here. We're in the monsoon season. It's cool and crisp. In August, that's very cool. I'm shocked that anyone's even listening to this. So it's just my opinion. It's for entertainment purposes. None of this is financial advice. I don't even think even YouTube, the company, likes me. So, and that's fine. I'm sure Facebook hates me. God bless Mark Zuckerberg. But he's a problem, in my opinion. But what can he do, really? I'm a problem. From one problem person to another, I can judge him. He needs to do better. I need to do better. We all could do better. We could all do more. But come on, what's coming up next? It's baseball, isn't it? And after that it'll be football. There's some soccer games going on, maybe some rugby. Isn't that more important sports than having a good life? Could be a couple of concerts coming up that you're going to spend $1,000 a ticket. I don't know how you get the money to do that. Go to 10 concerts a year and spend $10,000 to those people singing, entertaining us. Or show up at Facebook for free. Taylor Swift, what does she charge for a seat? What does Taylor Swift charge her customers, her guests, her listeners to come listen to her for an hour or two? Is it $1,000? Is it $500? And why is it news? And what's she going to do with the money? What did Paris Hilton do with her money? Didn't she go to Mars and back and solve world hunger and all this other shit? But at least Paris is speaking out a little bit. Well, what else can she do? She probably gets bored too. You have a closet full of like 2,000 different outfits and 10,000 shoes. It probably gets boring after a while. When you can't manipulate everyone, and you can't, I don't know, there's probably a lot of things she can't do, but there's some things she can do with money. Thank God she's not 800 pounds and laying in a bed. Can't speak or walk. I'm sure her life isn't pretty. She don't even talk to Nicole anymore, for God's sakes. Good luck finding what that was all about. Trying to do opera. Tough man. Not me. Nope. But just you're the only one talking. Well, and I missed a lot of stuff. Just flipping back here. And we're having hemorrhagic fever soon after. Yeah, you never know. I am expecting another situation like we had, 2019? It's really 2020 that they actually acknowledged something was going on. Most of it was bullshit. I mean, it really happened, but come on, the reaction, what happened, and the I don't know, aftermath was ridiculous. And I don't want to. There was people that took it really seriously, and I get that. I don't want to disparage them or put down their thoughts, but come on, science is science. Masks can only do so much. Most of us weren't even using the right ones. We weren't all wearing gloves. We weren't all adhering to protocols, and I know, especially towards the end, there were a lot of compromises being made, and we're still being convinced we needed to do that. That was unprofessional. That was disgusting. And people telling me that I was going to kill my grandmother or or somebody else's grandmother, who knows, maybe. But my own grandma, how would I go back in time and kill her by talking to her or being with her, holding her hand, or anything? Share your germs. Embrace them. They're all over us. They're crawling. Look at all the stuff that's just in your skin. What if they're carrying a disease that could actually deadly jump on someone else? It could be killing your pets too. What if you have a tapeworm? What if you have the tapeworm from hell in your body? That once it's released, you could kill half the people in the world. There's all sorts of crazy shit. What about the Twilight Zone? What about Rod Serling? Didn't he predict this all? Wasn't he our modern day Nostradamus? It's not me. Who are we going to look forward to in the future? Better not be Donald Trump. And I don't hate the guy. But he don't have all the answers. No one in government's can ever have all the answers. So why should it get bigger? It could be getting smaller. Leave us alone. Let our local representatives, let our towns figure out what we gotta do. We don't need people from Washington, D.C. deciding what we do across the nation. And we certainly don't need Washington, D.C. to be telling people in other countries what they need to be doing. Or do we? If we do, write a 500-word essay, put it online, send me a link to it, and I'll read it. And then I shouldn't make any decision on it either way. But you guys got ideas? There's not enough space on my channel to talk about it. Start your own channel, or I'm not trying to be mean. Get a website, something. Write a book. Help us. Even if you're the Antichrist, write a manifesto. Put it on your website. Write a book. Write an alternative to the Bible. Do what you gotta do. Or just settle for what you got. You need to have dreams. I don't know. I'm gonna keep mine. But if you don't want yours, it's your life. Do what you want with it. Just don't be surprised we all wind up like other people that are complaining about how them and their grandparents were treated. They hate to use the word Armenian. I'll be like the Armenians or the Czechs or other people that are like right now. What are the Ukrainians being massacred and others? I don't want to wind up like them. I'll run. I'll go somewhere else. I'll get on a plane. I'll drive. I'll walk. I don't think there's a train out of here, but there's a way out. But you can only run for so long until you have to turn back and face or give up. So just don't give up. It's been a weird night. I think I documented some of it. It was a full moon. That might explain all of this. be about Uranus, my anus, or somebody else's anus. Uranus. Uranus squared Jupiter. Astrology. Yoga. All this stuff we're not supposed to think about. Well, at least 50 of you are gone. This is a good morning. 20 of you are here, and there's
KRCL Salt
one
Lake
person
City on the
talking.
web at
And thank you,
krcl.org.
Shinadu.
Recently on Radioactive.
You probably kept us all
Cultures, Skywatcher Leo T here.
here
Did you
for a
happen to catch
while.
the Leo T report on the celestial triangle hanging in the east last week?
I don't have time to talk about the celestial triangle.
As Kathy did on the way to
But anyhow, wow.
Well, the planet and big orange star are continuing their cosmic game of pool with Mars and Jupiter passing each other on the 14th. And they're in conjunction on the 17th. Mars and Jupiter shine 1 degree apart with Aldebaran watching nearby. All of them are hanging in the east an hour before sunrise, about 45 degrees above the mountains. In the night, as Venus shines nearest the zenith right after dark now, Sagittarius Teapot is at its highest down in the south, tipping with the steam of the Milky Way coming out. 2 hours later, when Bright Deneb passes the zenith, it's the turn of the little UFO. It looks just like a UFO, or Delphinus the dolphin at its highest point, due south, leaping in and out of the Milky Way, as I always like to say. Check it out. Looks like an old-fashioned UFO if you have the right stuff.
Shalom.
And closer to home, geomagnetic storms and solar flares have charged up the aurora around the world this week during the peak of the Perseid meteor shower. How lucky are stargazers who saw both around the world? And as we see some amazing photos grace the Skywatcher Leo T Facebook page from this, one from the outer space on the ISS with the Russian Soyuz spacecraft in front of an aurora, as captured by NASA astronaut Matthew Dominic August 2nd. As Aurora is dancing behind the Russian Soyuz spacecraft on the orbiting complex. Astronaut Dominic wrote that recent solar activity pushed the Aurora closer to us. Soyuz hangs from the station in a stream of aurora. Check it out. Also, we have photos from Northern Lights over Alberta, Canada, and a couple others in there, so check those out. We're keeping an eye and our senses above to one of my go-to places, the Corona Borealis, for a nova eruption coming soon. This is between the stars and the semicircle of the Chiefs, or the Northern Crown, as it's also called. This is off the coast and above Big Orange Arcturus to the left of the handle of the Big Dipper. Astrophysicists say the white dwarf of this double star, which includes a red giant, could blow at any time. Energy is pulled onto the white dwarf from the red giant until the dwarf blasts up a bunch of star stuff into space. Stay tuned. And the Swan and Sky lore, where it's many cultures, one sky. Amongst the star lore, the mythology of Cygnus tells the story of Zeus, who changed into the form of a swan to entice Queen Leda. From their union came the twins Castor and Pollux. From the constellation Gemini, the twins. The swan also represents delicate beauty in many cultures around the globe, from Native American to Slavic. In Greek mythology, the swan song is the beautiful song sung by the swan just before death. It is also a reminder of how beautiful life is on planet Earth. Keep looking up, feel the magic, and get just a little bit lost in space. Skywatcher Leo T.
KRCL.
Wow. I couldn't have said it any better. That was interesting. Very interesting. Hold on. I'm going to go home, but I'm not going to pretend this day didn't happen. That was weird. Oh, here we go. This is the ending. The ending song. Oh God, she was beautiful. She still is. It's a message. Listen to it. It's a message. Yeah, stay strong. Everyone's waking up. The song's a message for all of us. She's still alive, she's still there. It's you and me. It's you and me. Stay strong. Shalom. Take care. Take care of your own and your neighborhood, your town. You can do that. Don't expect anyone to do that for you. It doesn't come from the top down. It goes from the bottom up. Stick to your dreams. It's all we have in this world. And reality is just an illusion. It is you and me. It's you and me. Love and light. I'll be back again. Like and subscribe. It's hard to walk away from 20 people listening. Embrace what we have and reject what we don't want. We all have choices to make in this life. Just make the right choices. And I can't tell you what they are. You know in your heart. Don't let anybody take you off your path or lead you astray. From west of the Rockies, across the Great Divide, throughout the internet, and among the ethers, this was and is Night Flight. Be kind to others. Take care.